Make sure you're somewhere quiet, because once you press play, you won't want to look away. Kristanna Loken just dropped a photo set that ricocheted across timelines in minutes, sleek, sculpted, and styled to leave very little to the imagination. This isn't just a gallery, it's a statement. Stay with me to the very end, because the final frame ties the whole story together and explains why everyone's calling this her boldest reveal yet. We open at dusk on a minimalist rooftop. Concrete, glass, a skyline smudged in violet, then Kristanna steps into frame. She's in a liquid silver slip that skims like moonlight, catching on collarbone and hip with surgical precision. Hair swept back, makeup impossibly clean, she takes 2 unhurried steps toward the lens and holds. No theatrics. No clutter. Just presence. The camera understands immediately. The outfit is whisper-thin by design. The confidence is the real show. Slide 2 shifts to a studio with a single low-key light. Kristanna switches into a black cutout dress that traces a comet path along her waist. She plants her feet, angles her shoulders, and lets shadow do what fabric doesn't. Suggest, sculpt, sharpen. This is where the comments start reading like heart monitors. Sheesh. Unreal. This is how you do minimal. The pose is athletic without strain, sensual without apology. The kind of image you save because the geometry alone is a masterclass. Then we get the curveball. An outdoor set along a clay-toned walkway. Yes, a sly nod to her action film roots. She's in a tailored cream 2-piece, jacket barely fastened, bralette peeking like a dare. One hand slips into a pocket. The other traces a line at the hip that the camera follows like a compass. It's crisp, architectural, and somehow even more revealing than the slip, because control is the most revealing element of all. You can feel it. This is a woman who knows the angles, the light, the story she's telling. Fans, predictably, lose composure. Screens overheating. Confidence level, elite. Leaving nothing to the imagination and still keeping it classy. And that last line is exactly right. The tension in these frames, between bold and refined skin and silhouette, isn't an accident. Its strategy, slide 4, leans into motion. A wind machine barely kisses the scene as Kristanna turns into the breeze, jacket lifting, hemline alive. The fabric draws a quick arc that outlines her physique, then drops. The editor lets the shutter blur half a beat, just enough to feel the kinetics. It's not about flashing, it's about flashing by. Blink and you'll miss it, which is why nobody's blinking. Behind-the-scenes details start trickling out, and they matter. 1 key light, 1 bounce. A palette kept to metallics, blacks, creams, tones that read as texture, not noise. Styling that's deceptively simple. Bias cuts, clean edges, hardware kept to a breath. And posture, always posture. Shoulders stacked, neck long, weight tucked through the back leg, chin softened a degree. Micro adjustments that read as inevitability on camera. You're not watching someone try. You're watching someone arrive. Now we're at the close-up. No heavy glam, just a luminous highlight tracing cheekbone to jaw and a gaze that pins the viewer. You catch a hint of laugh line near the eye, proof that lived-in faces tell richer stories. The frame is intimate without being invasive, honest without being harsh. If you came for spectacle, this is the pivot that keeps you. If you came for style notes, this is the slide you study. If this set made you exhale and maybe whisper, wow, hit, like. Tell me which frame owned your screen. The silver slip opener, the shadow sculpted studio, or that wind-caught finale? Tap the bell so you don't miss our next breakdown of a gallery that bends the internet without breaking a single rule. And remember, mystery isn't about covering up. It's about revealing precisely what you choose, exactly how Kristanna just did.